welcome back to Broadway Boroughs. We're your hosts. I'm Candy Boyd.
And I'm Quinn Van Antwerp, and Broadway Boroughs is the show that lets you see where Broadway calls home.
Today we're visiting another Broadway couple, Lindsay Northern and Jared Bradshaw. Come on, let's go.
Today there is no subway necessary because Lindsay and Jared live a short walk west of the Theater District in Hell's Kitchen.
So, here we are in Hell's Kitchen. There are many rumors and stories about how Hell's Kitchen got its name, but the one I think is most interesting is that during the 1890s, Davy Crockett is actually quoted as saying that the gangs of New York were so mean that they were unfit to swab Hell's Kitchen.
Really?
And that name kind of got passed on, and finally became the name of this neighborhood because of the ruthless gangs that used to live here.
Right, and because of that reputation, this area was very undervalued for decades until the 90s when they cleaned it up. Now, since then, a lot of famous people have lived here. Tom Hanks and Robert De Niro, Sutton Foster and Andrew Rannells have all lived in Hell's Kitchen. But the location comes with a price. The average rental price in Hell's Kitchen is $3,800 a month.
Wow.
And if you want to buy an apartment here, the average price is $1.5 million.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, I can't wait to see their place. I think it's right around the corner.
Awesome.
Lindsay began her career as Maria in the national tour of Sound of Music, and for the last 8 years has been in Wicked on Broadway, where she understudies Glinda. You might also recognize her from numerous national commercials.
Quinn, you're the man. No, give me. Come on in. Let me make you guys a drink. Today we're going to make the classic Manhattan.
Jared is best known for his 3-year run in Forbidden Broadway. He has spent the last 6 years in the Jersey Boys family and is currently on Broadway, where he is the assistant dance captain and covers 7 roles.
Now I like to get this at Joe Allen's down in Restaurant Row.
Yeah.
They do it really great, but they serve it up. I like to shake it, and so we'll get some ice and
Let's
get
shake
going.
one up.
Okay, sounds good.
Cheers to Broadway Boroughs.
Yeah, thanks for coming over.
Hell's Kitchen.
All right, now I've known you guys for a while now, but how did you guys originally meet?
The two of us met in Charlottesville, Virginia.
Okay.
We were doing Return to the Forbidden Planet,
Planet.
the musical.
It's a classic.
There's
Exactly.
a robot
So-
and an alien.
But I actually
Spaceship.
had met her 2 years before that at her college. I had a mutual friend, and I was like, who is that adorable redhead? She was like ushering side by Sondheim. And you have to see, this picture's actually on the fridge. That's the day we met. I had one of those Kodak disposable cameras. And I was like, let's take a picture for my friend Nathan.
And I thought that was really weird.
Look at
because I had
you.
just met
But I take a
her.
picture of everything in my life. Well, hey, why don't we go take a tour of our huge, gigantic New York apartments? Let's go.
Lindsay, Jared, Georgia, and Berkeley live in a 5-story pre-war building that was built in 1920. They rent a 600-square-foot, 2-bedroom apartment with an impressive 250-square-foot veranda.
Welcome to the Bradshaw bedroom.
Okay,
Comfortable.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it's not huge in here.
This room actually used to be an office. We decided that we could make a bedroom in it. Lindsay didn't think a bed would fit in here.
You were like,
And I
a
was like,
queen-size bed can fit in there. And I was like,
let's put the
babe,
mattress
that's
in
sweet,
there.
but no way. And then he was right. Georgia, what does this
I'm
say?
just playing with my signed Jersey Boys ball.
Oh,
But everybody on Broadway I've done the show with.
And am I right to say that Jared, you have covered every role but Frankie Valli in Jersey Boys?
Yeah, there are 11 guys in the show, and I've played 10 of the roles.
That's crazy.
Not even Quinn's understudy.
That's incredible. And Lindsay, you're over at Wicked.
At Wicked, I am in the ensemble and I understudy Glinda.
That's gotta be
So
fun.
it's pretty cool.
I mean, you guys live in the Broadway dream. You're both understudying Tony Award-winning roles on Broadway,
Totally.
2 blocks away from each other.
Pretty great.
It's
That's
not
pretty
bad
crazy.
at all.
Yeah, Lindsay's stage show is on 51st Street, and ours is on 52nd, and I get to pick her up and walk
We
home.
walked to work together.
When is Georgia's Broadway debut?
You guys, it's a matter of time.
I mean,
Here's
look
what
at
I'm hoping. I'm gunning for Georgia to be a producer. Can you
Oh.
say producer? No.
He's like,
Say
"Mom, I love the camera so
entertainment
much."
law.
Well, I can't help but notice all the Broadway paraphernalia, and I've heard that you are quite the trivia master.
I don't know if I'd say master, but I love a good Broadway trivia question.
So-
Well, I wonder if we could figure out ways to stump Jared. I doubt it'll
I
happen.
don't know.
But let's start easy. Let's start easy, and we'll
Jared.
see what our best questions
Ooh,
get
I'm
to.
nervous. Okay.
Okay, to begin with, how many Broadway theaters are there?
I would guess 34.
Final answer?
Yes?
And
Yeah.
40.
No way.
40 Broadway theaters.
check
I would have said.
I can't believe we beat you on the first one!
40?
All right.
All right, okay. There are 3 ladies who are tied for most Tony Award wins ever. Can you name them?
Well, I'd say Audrey McDonald and Julie Harris and Angela Lansbury.
That's it! Boom!
Wow.
Is that what you'd say? Because it would be rushed.
No hesitation.
How many?
That's my kind of question.
How many Tonys? Did they
5, 6. Gwen Verdon was in there, and then she got passed.
All right.
Okay, last question.
Final question. I think this one's the hardest.
Yeah.
We could be wrong.
Okay.
This could be like the easiest one for you.
What is Judy Garland's real name?
Oh, he knows this one.
Frances Gum. 2 M's.
Middle.
I don't know, middle name.
Eileen?
Closer.
Esther.
Ethel.
Ethel.
Ethel?
Damn it.
Frances Gum, Judy G.
Frances Gum. You
Those
got
are
it.
great
was
questions.
This place is unbelievable.
Isn't it great?
How did you find this place?
I mean, it's a funny story. Like, we knew we needed to move because I was pregnant.
Yeah.
We came up here and there was an outdoor space and
An
a
amazing
washer
outdoor space.
and
There was a washer and a dryer and a
It was
dishwasher.
as if I found a unicorn.
I mean, you guys have such a beautiful apartment and a beautiful child and a beautiful dog. I mean, you really are doing, like, you're living a dream in so many ways.
really are.
You know, and I'm assuming that Hell's Kitchen helps you fulfill that.
It totally does. The fact that we can live here and be so close to work and come and see her on a 2-show day for 2 hours. We can take her to the playground and eat dinner with her. And I mean, that's worth all the money that we pay
We
for this
count our
apartment.
blessings.
Right.
So we are in Wicked and Jersey Boys. It doesn't happen.
Right.
And that's why we've been doing our shows for so long. Nobody grows up saying, I want to be an understudy on Broadway. But I'll tell you, there's nothing better. We have the greatest job.
Well, thank you so much for having us to your home.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Happy spring.
Happy spring.
We said goodbye to Lindsay, Jared, and Georgia and took a short walk to the very hip after-show spot, Bia.
You know, if you had asked me, even yesterday, if I ever wanted to live in Midtown, I would have said absolutely not. You know, after this afternoon we spent with Jared and Lindsay and Georgia in their amazing apartment in Hell's Kitchen with that veranda, I mean, I get it. I get it. The commute is so easy. They get to spend so much time together, and there's so much of the city at their fingertips.
One of my favorite parts about being able to host this show is not only being able to ask like what it means to make it on Broadway, which Jared and Lindsay have obviously done, but also just kind of what it means to make a life on Broadway, which they're also doing. So cheers to them, and I'm so glad we get to spend the day with them.
It's a good episode, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Broadway Boroughs.
See you next time as we explore the next borough.